Now we will create Azure Databricks. I'm in the landing page, so let's create Azure Databricks here. Click on the create. I'll select the subscription and select the resource group. Check residentially. So let me choose the Databricks space. Okay, this is the name of our Databricks. I'll select the region and the pricing tier. For now, select the trial premium. Okay, so and then networking, I'll keep it default. I'll keep it default. Then I'll then validation succeed, and then I'll create. It's a deployment in progress. So let the deployment happen. I'll stop the recording. Once Azure Databricks is created, now we need to create a couple more things in the Azure portal. That is the Azure access connector for Azure Databricks. After creating this connector, so we need to give permission to our ADLSGen2 so that from the Databricks it should be able to access it seamlessly. I created already, but let me create it once again. Create. So give the resource group. So and give the name. Okay, I'll create this dummy access connector for DBX. And I'll select the central India, which I'm selecting it, and then next, and then next, and then create. Okay, let this access connector for Databricks be and created it. Then we'll navigate to ADLSGen2 and provide the appropriate permission there. Okay, this is completed. Go to this resource. Okay, okay, dummy. Okay, so just take this and copy this resource ID here, and this will be used in the future. I will just okay, this is the old. Let me store here. This is the resource ID for the access connector for Databricks. Now coming back to the Azure portal. Now let me navigate to my ADLSGen2. Okay, this is my ADLSGen2. Go to access control IAM, add role assignment. Here you search for storage blob contributor. Click next, then click manage identity and select the members, and here in the drop down select the access connector for Databricks. Select the dummy access connector which we created just now. This is selected. Okay, so review and assign. Okay, now we have assigned the proper permission to the access connector in the Azure portal. Okay, now we need to use this access connector in the Databricks. Okay, for that I will navigate to Databricks. Along with Databricks. Okay, once you open the Databricks, so you will able to just navigate to the catalog. Okay, so in this catalog, I created the Databricks name already called DBX end-to-end project. So the name of the Databricks workspace will be same as the catalog. It is a default catalog. Okay, so first step for us to access the files which is there in ADLSGen2, we need to create external data. So click on here, so catalog, click on the sectional data. First we need to create the credentials. The credentials is where we need to link our access connector here, and in the external location you need to specify from where we need to access the files from the ADLSGen2. Okay, first credential, let's go to the credential, then click on the credential, Azure access monitoring, then give the dummy. Okay, let's give this dummy credential just to bifurcate the name. Okay, the access connector ID, this is where we copy DR. We copy this, the access connector ID or resource ID. Yeah, and then click create. Okay, then again go back to the catalog external data. So we now created the credential, dummy credential. Then we now need to create the external location. Click on the external location, give the name external location. Here you need to give ABFS container name, storage account name, and like this. Okay, so basically it is something like this. Okay, sorry, it is here. So it is here, right? Source. Okay, so it has to be like this. Let me show you your container name and storage account name. Go back to your okay. So this is my okay. So this is my the container name is source, and the storage account name is this one, storage account name. Okay, and this is a folder. For a subfolder, I've created one more folder called dummy employee, because I already used this employee subfolder in my previously. So that is the reason I created dummy employee. I just upload the same CSV file here. Now going back to the catalog, um, and click on the section data. We now created the credential, the dummy credential. Let me create the external location here. Create external location and give dummy external location. Yeah, here. So let me give this name, but it should be dummy. I think it is correct. DMMY dummy, or I should have given test. Okay, then select the credential here. Okay, dummy credential, then click on create. So once you created successful connection, then you click on test connection here just to check if everything is fine. Okay, so this is my entity catalog URL. So let me copy it. Let me copy it. Okay, so now we have created the credentials, um, credentials and associate the credential to the external location here. Now I will navigate to the workspace. Where workspace we can create the notebooks here. So you can I'll navigate to workspace, just share, uh, and I created this UC2 indicate log 2 notespace notebook already. Um, okay, so as you can see the default catalog, I'll use the default catalog which is already created by the Databricks. Otherwise you can create a new one. Um, okay, so this is the default catalog. The catalog name is same as the workspace name, and the schema is the default here. I'll use at the moment. So I will use the existing catalog and the existing schema. Okay, then I will create a new table called a dummy employee table. Um so I'll create the all the columns. Okay, so and then specify, and these are the columns which are equivalent to my the file. These are equivalent to my file. Um, then I'll just run this query to check. Okay, I have got it. Okay, so if I want to query the file which is there in my ADLS Gen 2, I can use this command search start from CSV. Um, so I can able to fetch those records here. Okay, so I can either go with the SQL approach or I can use the PySpark method, like Spark PySpark.Reader CSV. I can do this one. if I display uh, this will display in tabular format. Okay, we can specify that is true, then this will be removed. Okay, so now okay, so this is one, right? So create table dummy employee, the table which we created just now. Okay, so this is a command which will copy from the CSV file in which is an aerial Gen2 into this folder, into this table, the table which we created just now. Let me run this one. Okay, so number of rows affected inserted is 3, 5. So let me query this table. Okay, so these are the records which are there. These are the records which are there in CSV. Now it is there in my Databricks table. Okay, if I navigate to the one, okay, so default, okay, so dummy employee table. Okay, just to point that for me to run this notebooks, I use the serverless compute basically. I'll just show you. Yeah, I use the serverless compute here. Okay, so let's run serverless compute here. So I'll just terminate it now. Okay, and that should be it. So this could be the end to end. So initially we loaded using ADF from SQL Server to the files here using this the method. We now consume the files which are the NL Gen2 and loaded into the one of our in the catalog font table here, dummy table. Thank you.